Hi there, Frank Flegg here, coming at you from Ethical Property Partners. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about why you should not be investing in property at all. If you're in one of three different categories, and I'm going to talk you through the three categories, you should not be considering property investing. And I'm going to talk to you about those three categories, what you should actually do if you're in those three categories, and that way you know whether you are pursuing something that just is not going to work for you. So, without further ado, let's crack on. The first category is if investing in property scares you. Now, this is confusing because a lot of my clients that I speak to, they come to me and they are fearful. They're within quite a small comfort zone, and we all know that within your comfort zone, you're gonna keep getting the same results. And it's only when you grow your comfort zone and you start taking different action that you're going to get different results and you're going to start seeing the success that you desire. But if you stay in this comfort zone, then you're not gonna do that. So if you're scared of investing in property, that doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't invest. Sometimes you need a mentor, you need some guidance, you need some support. Support is so important in property investing because it's a lonely game. Who's there to support you? That's why I think one of the reasons the UPP community is so successful is because everyone supports one another. So sometimes being a bit scared is fine, and we can help you to overcome it, you can help yourself to overcome it, and you can still be successful. But I talk about my dad quite a lot. My dad was considering investing with me, how long ago? Maybe 10 years ago now, maybe 9 or 10 years ago. And he phoned me up, we'd been talking about it, I've told you this story before, so I won't take ages on it. But basically he phoned me and he said, Frank, yeah, he's Frank as well. It gets really confusing in our house, especially with my son being Frank now as well. But we'll move on from the three Franks. And he said, Frank, I can't sleep at night. I've been waking up scared about having a mortgage. I haven't had a mortgage for many years. Thinking about having a mortgage on this buy-to-let property. He's only looking at buying one buy-to-let property. He saw that he could make really good money. I agreed to find him the property. In fact, I'd started looking for the property for him. He knew that he'd only have to put, I think I was doing it like we do in our investor club actually. I was finding him a £120,000 property. He was putting in the £30,000 deposit, buying it for £120,000, and then I was doing a refurb on the property. I was tenanting it for him, and then I was looking after it on an ongoing basis. And he was looking at a 8%, 9% return on his money, which is pretty awesome just from the rent. That was after all costs, so that was his net return. And of course, he was going to see capital growth moving forwards. Now, this was at a time when he was earning 1% in the bank, maybe 2% in the bank then, but now you're earning 0.1% in the bank. And on paper, from a logical perspective, it made complete sense. He wanted to invest in this property, but at a heart level, at an emotive level, he couldn't do it. He was petrified of it. He hadn't had a mortgage for years. He was worried about it. And I was very frank with Frank, my dad. And I said to him, Dad, it's not worth it. The only reason we invest is to earn money. And the only reason we earn money is to enjoy our lives more. You're already enjoying your life. This should make you happier, and it's already making you less happy. It's already decreasing your satisfaction, your happiness. Don't do it. And to this day, he's grateful, he says he's grateful for me advising him not to invest with me. Now, I would have made some money if he'd bought a property from me, but it's far more important that all of my clients feel better because of their property investing. So you need to decide, when I said one of the reasons not to invest in property is if you're scared, you need to think to yourself, am I scared like my dad, or am I scared like a lot of my clients where I'm just a bit fearful and I need that little bit of support, that bit of a push to take action, start getting results, and then I can grow my comfort zone. But if you're scared like my dad, you shouldn't be investing in property. It's not the right thing for everyone. It's a great investment vehicle for many, many people, not everyone. Secondly, if you're under 18, especially if you're like 16, 17, I don't recommend that you try and do rent to rent or try and JV with people. I'm not convinced that's the best route for teenagers. And of course, I've got my sons coming up, and this will be my advice to them. Learn the skill set when you're 16, 17, 18, the skill sets and the personality traits that are going to mean you can hit the ground running when you're 18, 19, 20, and start investing it really aggressively and really successfully then. And you're probably sat there, if you're watching this at that kind of an age, or you've got kids at that age, thinking, yeah, but what are those things? What do you need to learn? And I will sum it up in one word: sales. You need to learn salesmanship. You need to learn. People go, oh, but that's an ugly word. And you might be thinking, oh, I don't want my kids to be salesmen. And you're thinking of a greasy car salesman with a cigar and a Del Boy jacket on. We're not talking about bad sales. We're talking about salesmanship, about rapport, about building relationships with people, about helping people to make informed choices when they buy stuff. And if you can school yourself in sales on someone else's dime, so when you're working for someone else, if they can pay you a salary whilst you master the art of selling, whilst you read books, whilst you go on night courses, whilst you watch YouTube and learn how to become a master salesman, when you hit 18 and you're mortgageable, that's all that holds you back when you're younger. You can't get mortgages. But once you hit 18, if you've mastered that confidence that comes with selling, that ability to build relationships, you are going to fly. So that's another reason why I wouldn't say property is a good avenue for you right now, is if you're under 18. And finally, and this might wind some of you up, and if you recognize this as yourself, then this is you. If this winds you up slightly, this next one, then it's probably because it's hit a nerve. Seminar junkies. And if you don't know what a seminar junkie is, it's someone who goes from one seminar, spends some money, or even free seminars. They go to a seminar, spend some money, doesn't spend some money, but still invest their time, their train fare, their accommodation, and then the next month is on another seminar. They haven't done anything in between. They've perhaps done their day job, and then they go on another seminar and another one, and you see these people at the same events, and they'll go to this guru and this expert, but they never actually implement what they're learning. And then it gets really overwhelming because you've got this bit of advice and you've got this bit of advice, and you don't actually know. They're telling you to do different stuff, and you don't actually know what you should be doing. If that is you, if you're going from one seminar to another, one mentor to another, maybe you've even committed to some programs and spent a few £1,000s, if you've then gone and done it with someone else but you still haven't got any results, you're probably lacking, and this will sound really harsh, but you're probably lacking in some self-discipline. And so I recommend you stop trying to start your own business. That will be controversial. I bet I'll get hammered for that in the comments. But my point is, there's not something ugly, disgusting, inherently bad about having a job. Nothing at all. It teaches you self-discipline. It builds your cash reserves. It makes you mortgageable. And the most important one of that is it gives you confidence. You're doing something and you're getting some results. It really winds me up when lots of people stand up on stage and say, if you've got a job, you want to quit the job, and you've got those golden handcuffs, and JOB is just over broke. No, I know loads of successful investors that have got a 9 till 5 and earn really good money and have used that as a launch pad to their successful property investing career. So don't think that employment is inherently bad, but if you are not taking action and you're going from seminar to mentor, then perhaps you need to stop searching and look a bit closer to home. And a bit like the under 18 person, go get a job, build some structure into your life. It's very easy to become unstructured and to kid yourself that you're working hard. Go take a 9 till 5 for 6 months or 12 months, build that structure, make yourself clear in what you're worth, build some skills. You do sales courses like the under 18-year-old, get yourself a firm foundation, and then move on and start doing your property investing business with a vengeance, with clarity, with confidence, and take action. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, click on the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next episode soon. Until then, happy investing.